Ever since I learned how to talk, I've always been fascinated with language and all of the wonderful things you can do with it. Between the age of 3 and 4, stuttering came creeping in. As kids can be cruel and often latch onto differences, this made me an easy target for bullying. Over the years, I basically tried everything. After a majority of my life trying to get rid of my stutter, I tried the path of acceptance. My stuttering started to worsen again at an alarming rate. All of a sudden, I often could not get a word or even a syllable out. For the first time in many, many years, I Googled the subject of stuttering and stumbled on the stuttering community on Reddit. I received a message from someone who recommended me a book called, you guessed it, How to Stop Stuttering and Love Speaking by Lee Lovett. I was intrigued by the book's emphasis on neuroplasticity. It confirmed the belief I've been holding on to all these years that stuttering can indeed be cured. I could feel something big was starting to change. It felt like the last missing puzzle piece I have been searching for frantically, turning the whole house upside down in the process, had finally been found. I'm incredibly thankful to Coach Lee for writing his amazing books and for devoting his time and energy and nerves to coach me and countless other PWS. My utmost appreciation and thankfulness also go out to Petrusha. Our coaching sessions helped me tremendously. If I can do this, you can too. Believe you can improve, and you will.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was amazing, Noah. I think you just spoke everything from the bottom of your heart. And so much, I could see so much focus on the emotion at which you speak. I think that you never thought of a single word while you were speaking. You were completely engrossed and focusing on the message.
Thank you, Noah. Keep up the great work. My only question is that what kind of mind training you gave yourself?
Honestly, mostly just the basic things that are in the book. Um, Affirmations I do once in the morning where I actually say them. And then throughout the night, I have a recording that I have recorded myself that I can loop for the whole night. What I would emphasize with the mind training, what's been helpful for me is to just figure out where my current problem with bad incidents or stuff really lies and to change some of your affirmations accordingly if you find the need to.
So now that you are fluent, what do you plan to do with your voice?
I will just, especially in my day-to-day life, actually, I will talk more. I will do less pre-filtering because I'm very guilty about that. I mean, I've always loved like things like improv comedy, so maybe I will do some courses there. I've always felt a little limited with stuttering. I have done it because it was exposure, but maybe I'll do something like that.
In terms of mind training, now is it only concentrated on your speech or also in terms of other stuff?
One that I've kept from the very beginning and that I will keep forever is today I make a happy day. That's always my last one. I think other than speech, I'm pretty like level-headed. My mental health is great. I don't struggle with anything else.
Noah, you said the speech was supposed to be long, but it did not feel long at all. It was that great. And I completely relate to the point that you made that stuttering is indirectly the cause of all of our problems, all of our suffering, and that the problems that other people have seem meaningless in comparison. I think we also talked about this in one of the practice sessions as well. I also wanted to mention that I've been very glad and very happy to see your progress from where you were like last year to where you are now. And I've seen firsthand your improvements month by month. And I'm really proud to see the confident speaker that you are today.
Just want to say, I cannot believe you ever had a stuttering issue. I'm like, he stuttered. So keep up the great work. And when I tell you, I actually learned from each and every one of everyone here. I learned something each session. So when I have a bad incident or if I feel like a word doesn't come out, that's okay. Just keep on going. So that's something that I actually learned from you today.
I think one thing that I learned from you right now was to not be too hard on yourself and keep celebrating fluency and keep getting back up on the wagon and keep using the speech plan like you nailed it right now.
Thank you.
And that's something, I personally, take from what you said right now. So hats off to that. Thank you.
And I also believe we have to judge, like, not every minor speech boo-boo is a bad incident. In my metric, what you just did at the start, that's not a bad incident. That's like a stumble. Fluent speakers do that. And
Something about the iron grip that stuttering had on your mind. That just to hear that was, I said, yeah, stuttering no longer has a power over me. I have taken control. That's wonderful. I am so happy. What I did want to know is, we all know the 1, 2, 3 punch, and punch 1 is reading aloud. How much reading aloud do you do now? And do you read Dr. Seuss books?
I'm glad you appreciate my metaphors. Yeah, they are the reason why I write songs, because I need a place to put them. Yeah, I do 60 minutes minimum of reading. I do read Dr. Seuss books from time to time. That's just a great read when you want to hear yourself talk. The passion and the voice modulation, it's baked in. To read Dr. Seuss properly, you have to use the crutches.
I'm just trying to find how everything clicked together after you fell off the wagon a few times.
Using my crutches has been my like my main battle. It would lead to frustration every time I talk to Lee. He used to say, "You gotta use your crutches or you stutter till the day you die. You gotta commit." It's true. It's about using your crutches. It's about commitment.
That was one of the best Sam speech ever. I was so touched by your story that honestly, you made me cry. And you expressed your life and your stuttering experience with so much detail that I felt like as if I were with you. What was the most difficult challenge that you had to face since you started this program?
I'm sending you a virtual hug. Thanks for those kind words. I think my most difficult thing was similar to what I just mentioned, using my crutches. And just, I faced a lot of resistance. It's definitely about using my crutches, allowing myself to take up that time that it may require, just using stops, honestly. That was a big challenge.
Quite simply, man, you rocked it today. That's it. That's all I want to say. Just want to acknowledge it.
Very impressed by the way you spoke, and I'm really inspired by you, especially since you never quit. It's true that you fell down, but you came up, like you came back and did not give up. And that's what really matters in life. So I'm really proud of you and wish you all the best.
Noah, that was a brilliant Sam talk. I had been waiting for this Sam talk for so long, and all that wait was worth it. Actually, you almost made me emotional too in the middle. It was a really great Sam meeting, and as Sylvia mentioned too. I felt like I was with you too. I liked it a lot, and it was a really engaging Sam talk. If you would have to describe the program to other people outside here, how would you say that WSSA stands out compared to the other programs that you have done before?
For me, it truly was that foundational truth that stuttering is not incurable. That's the first time I encountered that. Every other stuttering program I ever did kind of did go against what I intrinsically kept holding on to as a truth because it just made sense to me. Because how would I be able to like talk so well in some situations and then suddenly not. It always just felt so close, and there has to be a way to do this consistently. So I think that's a foundational one, and generally the focus on neuroplasticity and that it's all a habit. I think that's very foundational. I could go on and on, but I will end it here.
Well, I have to say that it's been a long time since I've attended one of these meetings, but after I saw that it was the famous Noah, I knew that I had to drop by. And it's been great to see all of these compliments that you've gotten. I have to say, I think that your ego is getting a little bit too inflated. So I'll say it was just okay to balance everybody out. But I was curious, if you could only use one affirmation for the rest of your life, which one do you think you choose?
I sound better when using my crutches. Every time I say that, it reminds me, hey, this is the way to go. Your old way is not worth keeping up. Yeah, that's the one I would use.
I'm just super, super excited to finally find a community that experiences exactly what I experienced in my head. It's nice to know that, like, I feel like I resonated with a lot of what you had to say. Being somebody that performs, I sing as well. So I was like, oh, yeah, someone else that sings that's going through the same thing. And the one question that I had was, when you experience moments of disfluency, do you use your positive self-talk in those moments, or are you only thinking about crutches?
Thank you, first of all. For me personally, I have found 100% focus on my crutches to be more beneficial in the moment, because in the moment I got a lot of nerves and there's pressure for me to talk. I think I wouldn't have the peace of mind to like take a step back and go like positive self-talk to go that route.
Everyone's comments are so good. They get better and more professional every week. Our real goal here is not simply overcoming stuttering. The second goal is loving to speak. And that's really what we want to do. And Noah talked about that a bit today. And he is now joining that club, if you will, the Love to Speak Club. And that's the one you need to be in. Everybody here needs to have that as a principal goal, loving to speak, nothing less.
That was amazing, Coach Lee. So very well expressed. Thank you for sharing it with us. All right, so it's time to close our meeting. I hope that you enjoyed exchanging ex-stutterers and those fast becoming ex-stutterers. So I will now end this session with our motto: Please feel free to say it along with me. If you can say one word anywhere, anytime, then you can say and love to say any word anywhere, anytime. See you next Saturday, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.